Hey everybody, welcome back to Cody Tarot. I'm your tarot reader, Cody. So in today's pick a card, we are going to be doing what does your crush think of you? So if you have a crush or you have someone in mind that you have a little bit of a, maybe a flirtation towards, or maybe you like them just a little bit, we're going to be figuring out what they think of you today. Like, what do they think of you? How do they perceive you? What thoughts do they have of you? So without further ado, let's get into the groups. We have 4 groups in front of us. Group 1 is Snakeskin Agate. It's group 1. Group 2 is Blue Apatite. Group 3 is this Amethyst cluster. And last, group 4 is this Heliodor. So take all the time you need to pick your crystal. Remember how pick-a cards work? Oh, so you can pause the video here if you need to have more time to pick your crystal. Pick-a cards work like this. You select one of the crystals and with the corresponding group, like on the screen, what crystal is you're most drawn to. And then you go into the comment section or the description box and select that group, and it fast forwards you to your specific tailored to you pick a card reading. So without further ado, let's get right on with the reading. I'm going to start with group number 1. Yeah, I might do a little shuffling bit before, but yeah, let's get right to it. Hey everyone, welcome to the shuffling portion of the reading. This is where I shuffle all the piles into the different groups. If you want to pick based on pile, wait till the end of the shuffling and you can do so. And then that way when we get into the readings, we get right into the meat and the good stuff of the readings when we're doing that part of it. Okay, so let's start with some tarot cards. I think I'm going to pull 4 tarot cards for each group. 4 seems to be the theme today. Oop, I got stuck right at the top there. Okay, yeah, so let's see. Okay. Pull from the middle of the deck. And then let's get 8 more cards. Okay, this one wants to come out for the Snakeskin Agate pile. Okay, let's get 3 more for you guys. And last round. Okay. Pull Whispers of Love for each of you guys just to see how this person's gonna love you, if they wanna love you. Like drawing from close to the bottom for the last 2. Okay. Let's get a Love Story Oracle. And last but not least, I'm going to pull a Crystal Wisdom card. I think I'm going to pull those, but for the most part, for this part of the reading, this is the piles. I'm going to pull the Crystal Wisdoms in the readings themselves. Anyway, so if you want to select based on the pile of cards that is most calling to you, you can do that as well. Or also the crystals are here if you didn't get a chance in the intro to select for your crystal as well. So I'm going to give you guys a moment to do that, and then we'll get right into the group 1, starting with the Snakeskin Agate pile number 1. Hey guys, this is if you chose the Snakeskin Agate pile number 1. So let's get right into your reading. So let's flip over the cards and see what you guys have. First we have Fear. Interesting, okay. And we also have for your Whispers of Love card, I'm gonna put that right there. We have Speak the Language of Love. Then for your tarot cards, we have the Child of Boons, we have the Lovers, we have the Folly, which is the Tower, and we have the Ten of Visions. And I also want to pull one Rachel Charman. What is this deck called? The box has been covered up for a while now. Crystal Reading Cards. Rachel Charman's Crystal Reading Cards. I want to pull one of those for you guys here. And let's see. Okay, this one has this one's Inner Child. I'm also going to be pulling physical appearance cards to see what they like about you physically. And I'm also going to be pulling these playing cards right here. I have these I got these like in a Cracker Jack box. Let's pull a couple of playing cards. Let's get two. So we have Queen of Spades, and we have Nine of Spades. I'll actually put those right here. And then we'll pull physical traits in a second, so hang tight and we'll get the physical traits of why they're physically attracted to you or what physically is drawing them to you. Let's get into your reading. Your crush has a lot of mixed feelings towards you. I will tell you that. There's a lot of mixed feelings. We have the Fear card, which just indicates in general that they're a little scared to come forward or they're a little scared to engage with you. We also have the Tower card here. I'm going over the negatives first, you guys, before we get into further parts of the reading. But the Tower card also indicates that they're a little worried you destroy them or that there's something about their sense of structure or stability being destroyed by you. So there's something unpredictable about you guys. Your crush kind of finds you a little bit unpredictable, a little too much so for their taste. This really just depends on your crush at this point in time, because I do see that with this like Child of Boons, I see that in this current phase, they're like tempted by you. There's this feeling of being tempted, and the Queen of Spades talks about being a seductress. So one of the things that I'm seeing that your crush kind of finds you very, very seductive, someone who could easily tempt them off the path, right? And I definitely think that they're on kind of like a path in life. The good news is they think you would make a great lover. I think they really feel that you guys would have really wonderful, intimate moments. They're just with their inner child with rose quartz here. There's a feeling that their inner sense of self is scared. I think they've been hurt by types. I'm going to say types because I don't think you're the same as these people that hurt them. But there are certain types of people they've encountered in their past who have hurt them quite a bit. And it really damaged their inner child. And so they do have a little bit of a fear. I do think, though, that these people were like, they were close to in some way in a relationship sense or something along those lines. Because with the Ten of Visions here, I do see family is really important to this person, and they see you as someone that they can start a family with. I'm telling you, there's a lot of mixed feelings here. With Nine of Spades also, this is the card of like the haunting, which means that this is something from their past that is literally haunting them. So you're kind of representing this thing that's haunting them from their past, and at the same time, an idea or a concept for a bright future. I'm going to be honest, I do not really see your crush wanting to engage with you in the long haul. It depends. Like they're in a vulnerable spot. I'm going to be honest. Your crush is in a vulnerable spot because they've been hurt by a person that's very similar to your personality type before. That's basically what I'm seeing. If with Speak the Language of Love, this is showing up more as how you would give love to them or how they are expecting you to give love to them, right? It says loving words have the power to change lives, including your own. If you were the type of person who spoke lovingly to them, you didn't hurt them or harm them with your words. I think this person's really been beaten up by someone's words before. Someone, it's like they've had a person where their bark was worse than their bite. And this could be something as simple as like okay, for example, you know how animals if an animal had like an abusive owner and they were a male, right? Maybe they're just scared. That animal becomes like actually scared of all men in general, even though all men aren't going to abuse the animal. The animal kind of feels like all men will abuse that animal. So it's one of those things where this person has like a fear complex. It's like ingrained in them. I think it's going to be hard to get comfortable with your crush in the long run. just because this fear is kind of really strong in them, they would have to really work through some issues. And I think inner child healing work would be good for them to work through these issues in order to come out on the other side and be able to accept you guys for who you are and know that you're not going to harm them. Because I'm seeing there's a lot of mixed signals here. With the lovers, there's this strong vibe that there's like, they want to get intimate with you. There's a sexual attraction for sure. With the Ten of Visions, they would like to start a family with you, or they feel like you are someone that could integrate very well into their family. That's another thing that's coming through. But the thing is with the Child of Boons, this talks about this page is actually went through the forest and he stumbled upon this gingerbread cottage, right? And so the temptation is to eat a piece of the gingerbread cottage, not knowing that there's like a witch inside who's going to capture him and cook him or whatever. It's this kind of the story of Hansel and Gretel. So there's this temptation, right? There's this, I've stumbled upon this person. There's this temptation. Should I be engaged with them? Should I make a move forward or should I not? So there is this definite back and forth between this person's energies and you. There's this back and forth for them. They're kind of not knowing, should I move forward? Should I engage with this person? They remind me so much of this other person. I don't know if I should, because what if this other person's traits are in them and they come out? So there's this feeling of danger, I think, that this person feels towards you. And there's also a feeling of, in a way, like excitement, like what's going to happen? Like, is this going to be the same thing I had last time? This person's so really attractive, but so is the other person that hurt me. So it's one of those things where I think this person's just been hurt by people who are attractive or people who are good looking and wield their power. They misuse their power is kind of what I'm seeing. Or there's something about you having the same power someone else had, but that person misusing it and you keeping... The thing is, if you started speaking the language of love to them, if you said loving words to them and were really kind to them and showed them kindness all the time, they would start to soften up. Especially if you appealed to their inner child. If there was some way where you guys could do some activity that this person treasures really dearly, that their inner child treasures. So for example, watching an old favorite movie of theirs that they loved when they were like 7 years old or something like that, and watching it with them and seeing it with them and letting them show you that. That could be a moment for both of you where you could do this healing work with the rose quartz here. But yeah, with the Nine of Spades and the Queen of Spades, they're a little worried that you're a seductress of sorts, or a seductor if you're a male watching my channel. There's this vibe that you're going to seduce them away from their path and their healing and destroy them again. They're very hesitant to come forward, I'm going to be honest. They do think the sex would be good. I'm not going to lie there. And they do feel like if you are the right person, a family life would be important, or they feel that you would integrate well with their family. But the interesting thing is that it's this haunting card is kind of bothering me. It just seems like this person is haunted by a person similar to you in the past. That's why if I were you guys, I wouldn't pursue it. It's up to you. You can pursue it if you want to. If you want to go through the healing work with this person, you want to take the time and energy to care for them and walk them through those fears and show them that you're not... It's a little bit of exposure therapy that you're going to have to do with this person. There's some kind of fear that's blocking them from perceiving you correctly is kind of what I'm seeing. So if you would do the work with this person, do the exposure therapy, help them heal their inner child, all that good stuff, and show them that you are not the person that hurt them, it might work. But there is like a strong indicator that there's some trauma here, and there's some like trigger. You're kind of triggering to them as well as seductive to them. So it's a little bit of both energies, which is kind of hard to deal with, I think, on their end. So I would just advise you guys, be gentle, be kind, because I do see that this kindness is actually what's going to soften them up and get them to, it might even be, this connection might even be karmic in a way, in that you're meant to interact with them in order for them to be able to forgive the other person who hurt them, or something like that. There's some kind of there could be some form of projection in this relationship or between both of you. Let's get physical appearances to see what they like about you physically. Okay, so first thing they like about you physically is your skin. They like that you're tough. It might be that you have tough skin and they actually like that. Movement, they love the way you move. They like your ears. They're really into your jewelry. They like your jawline. Your torso, they like your torso. Underwear, maybe this person's seen you naked, but this is underwear. So this person likes your underwear. They want to see you in underwear. They want to see your underwear. They like your feet. They like your arms. We got a lot for this group. They like your nose. Eye contact's interesting. I think it's interesting because this person's looking through the curtain, kind of like trying to catch glimpses. I think this person's probably tried to catch glimpses of you or looked over at you. And they probably don't make prolonged eye contact because they're nervous around you. All of you. Okay, that's interesting. So I think that they physically like all of you. And voice, they like your voice. This person's definitely physically attracted to you. It's not your attractiveness that's the issue. It's the fact that you remind them of someone who's hurt them in the past. Someone said or did something really mean to this person, and there's some association with you, and that's not necessarily founded in reality. I don't see. It's just there. There's that trauma response is there, and so it's going to be there in the connection. So apologies, you guys. If you came to this reading and you really wanted something kind of really nice and easy with your crush. It's not looking like that. It's looking like you're going to have to work through their fears with them. This would be a great relationship if you're a natural psychologist. If you're a natural psychologist or you understand things about like astrology or healing work or healing modalities, this would be a good connection for you, because I do see that you could actually help this person heal a little bit from their past trauma that they had with this other person. And it could be very beneficial connection. You could develop a very beneficial relationship. I'm not going to just throw it all under the bus and say that this connection will not work out. Because remember, this is just what your crush is thinking about you. It's up to you and your actions to decide what you're going to do with what your crush is, how your crush is perceiving you, if that makes sense. So one thing that you could do is speak the language. I'm so glad this card came out. If you speak the language of love with this person, you use loving words, it could change their life. It could also change your own life, according to what this card says. It says, loving words have the power to change lives, including your own. So working with this person's inner child, it could even be revealing your own inner child, could be healing for this person. So if you reveal something that when you were a little kid that you found important or powerful in your life, or something that you really resonate with, or something that you like stimulates your inner creativity or inner imagination, or something that draws you back into that youth that you were, it might help this person bring out or come out of their shell as well. Okay, I'm going to end the reading there. Sorry about the construction noises. I'm having work done on my house. But anyway, so I'm going to end the reading there. I will see you guys in the next pick a card. Thank you again so much for watching, and moving on to group 2 with the blue agate. What is it? Blue Apatite. All right. Bye, guys. Hey, group 2. This is if you picked the blue Apatite. So lovely, cool. It's kind of hexagonal, kind of a cool rough stone. So I had a phase where I didn't buy any polished stones, and I still like rough stones. I like to see them in their natural form. Maybe this person likes to see you in your natural form as well. So let's get into your cards. We have the Love Story Oracle card, which says family. Your Whispers of Love card says forgiveness. Nothing is gained by holding on to past disappointments. And your tarot cards are Ace of Challenges, the Huntsman, which I believe the Huntsman is justice, right? 8 of Boons, and we also have the 4 of Challenges. And I'm going to pull a crystal reading card by Rachel Charman. Just one of these to get further info on what your crush thinks of you. This one fell out onto the floor. We have Azurite Expanded Awareness. Then I'm also going to draw these playing cards. I'm going to draw 2 cards without looking really. And got one. We have the 7 of Diamonds. We're intense readings today. And we have the 4 of Diamonds. And then I'm also going to pull physical traits for this connection. I'm going to pull some cards to represent what they like about you physically. We're also going to pull that today. So what does your crush like about you? What does your crush think of you? We'll have physical traits as well, but we're going to do that at the end of the reading. So let's get into the gist of this. Okay, so let's get into this. Okay, so your crush, let's see. There's a few things here. First, for this group, I'm going to start out with the good news, okay? So, first of all, with this family card, your crush sees you as someone like family. They feel very, very close to you. You're almost like a brother or a sister to them. I do think that this energy could be romantic, but at the same time, it's one of those things where they do feel like you're a part of their family, or you're family to them, or there's something about you being family to this person. There's something also about them seeing you guys with your family and thinking you are good family people, that you are really like either a really good mom or a really good dad, or you're a really good brother, or you're a really good sister, or you really treat your parents nicely or something like that. There's something along those lines where they think you're a really good family person. They also see you as someone who treats the youth, people who are younger than you, with respect. Here's the thing. I feel like this with your crush, you guys had a falling out, is kind of the vibe that I'm getting. So if you came to this reading and you picked this group and your crush is someone that you didn't have a falling out with, or it's a new person, this is not the group for you. This group is someone where I really think that someone lied to someone at some point in this connection, because the Seven of Diamonds shows up when we have like communication or news that's false. There's a feeling that it's either that someone did actually lie to someone, or someone misperceived someone was lying when they weren't lying. I don't know if it was you guys who lied to this person and they found out that you lied to them, or if you found out that they lied to you, but lies were shared. And so there's a sense of not trusting the partner in this connection. And so even if this is your crush, I think there's a lack of trust that's, it's hard to explain, because with the Huntsman here, I see that like justice, there's going to be a rebalancing of the scales, and it could be in a brutal way or a nice way. I see that with forgiveness here, it's going to really soften the what's it called? Soften the ropes. Is that the expression? It's going to really grease the wheels, basically, to make this a lot smoother of a connection. Because this is kind of showing me how they probably want you to treat them, or how you want them to treat you with forgiveness here. With nothing is gained by holding on to past disappointments, I think that they're kind of ready to bury the hatchet. Like, they're ready to drop this. Like, they don't want to, not drop you, but they don't want to have this issue anymore with you guys. They want to like mend the bridge, like they're ready to have a connection back with you again, is kind of what I'm seeing. It's just, with this lying here, it's like someone hurt someone, and either you guys aren't forgiving them, or you're kind of coming to this reading to see what they think about you at this time. Maybe they lied to you in the past, or maybe this is someone that you actually lied to, and they're ready. You're trying to see if they would ever forgive you. Forgiveness is there, showing that the healing is there, and they would like to heal with you. I do see that something that's lacking in this connection is this Azurite card, Expanded Awareness. I do think that both of your guys' third eyes in this connection are blocked off from each other. So there's not a sense of, we also see it here at the Seven of Diamonds, it's just not being able to see the truth about your partner clearly. There's something about not being able to see them clearly, or not knowing who they truly are, or feeling like they're hiding things from you. This is a connection with this crush where even if you didn't have a falling out with this person, this is a connection where there might be little white lies could get blown up a little bit in this connection as well. To be something like a white lie to one person could be a big lie to someone else, and vice versa. That's a possibility. But for the most part, I'm going to go back to my original assessment of you guys having a falling out with someone, because I want to talk to that portion of you that are watching this reading specifically. With Expanded Awareness, if you guys did some more psychic exercises, communicated truthfully with each other, I do think that it could help your connection. It could help your connection to tap into your intuition more with this person and really pay attention to those subtle signs. What are they really saying? Even though if it appears like they're lying, what are they actually really saying underneath what they are presenting, basically? Like, what is the thing that they're feeling, not necessarily what are they saying exactly. So yeah, with expanded awareness, they're just in general, this is just talking about you having to expand your awareness to understand your crush a little bit more, and vice versa, them having to expand their awareness to understand you a little bit more. I do think with Ace of Challenges, with this expanded awareness, this person also stimulates you to think of new ideas, is kind of the vibe that I'm getting. I do think that with this magical raven here, this white raven, I do think that this person, this is kind of like a magical connection. I feel like this is a one of a kind connection. You guys don't want to let this person go. I think that you guys realize you have something really rare and special with this person, and you want to hold on to it and you want to make it work, is kind of the vibe that I'm seeing. It's just that with forgiveness here, there's going to have to be a lot of forgiveness to let certain things happen in this connection, to let it be a smooth connection, essentially. With the Huntsman here, you have to realize that karma is always karma's not really on anyone's side necessarily, but karma kind of in this connection is always on your side. If they do something to hurt you, you will see something happen to them that is in a way going to show them what they did to you. And vice versa. If you do something to this person, something's going to happen to you. And it's kind of like a balancing of the scales kind of vibe. You just don't want to get caught in this like tit for tat kind of in like energy where it's like, oh, you did this to me, so I'm going to do this to you. Because that's like not going to be conducive to an actual relationship. Forgiveness is what's going to be more conducive to it. Know that whatever karmic thing is coming for your partner, it will come in due time, at the right time, when it's supposed to happen. With this forgiveness here, it's better, instead of having this battleground between both of you, it's better to forgive your partner and let that thing slide, more so than trying to keep a score, I think trying to keep a score in this connection is going to be this connection's undoing. And so your partner, on one hand, has this energy to them, because this is what your partner thinks about you, right? With the Huntsman here, they have this energy of wanting to keep score. And I think you guys feel this same energy on your end too, or you at least feel it from them. So forgiveness, demonstrating forgiveness on your end will help them release that attitude of trying to keep score. It'll weaken that competitive vibe between both of you and get you into a more loving connection. With Eight of Boons, I do see that you guys, there's a few things here with Eight of Boons. I think this person, what they think about you, they think that you're kind of studious, or that you're kind of crafty in a way, or you study well or something like that. They also would like to study with you. If they would like to do an educational task with you or something along those lines. This could just be like as simple as they want to make arts and crafts with you, or it could be they want to start a business with you. They want to get into business. They want to merge their resources, their finances, something like that. They want to work together with you on some big project. It could be a small project too, but mainly I'm seeing a big project or something. There's kind of a larger than life, kind of like, let's slowly and surely get ahead and be the big giants in the world, That's kind of the vibe that I'm seeing, is like they want to scale the heights with you. They want to be top dog with you. They want to own the world with you, that kind of vibe. They want to be like the head honcho with you or something like that. With Four of Challenges, though, they also want a lot of rest and recovery. And they know the world is harsh. And they know you're a little bit of a respite in this harsh world, right? You're the one who is there for them when things are going really bad, and you help heal them, right? That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. With this Four of Diamonds, I didn't really cover this too much. Four of Diamonds talks about no news being good news. And so I do see that in some way, shape, or form, just because this person hasn't messaged you back, that's not necessarily a bad thing. It just means they're thinking and processing. Because Four of Diamonds talks about like just not having the right information when you need it. You have to wait for that information, but it means that they're thinking about it and they're really processing it deeply. So if there was a conflict between you guys, you had a falling out, they're thinking about what you said. The thing is, what I would do too is like, if you engage with this person, With Ace of Challenges here, this card can also talks about inspiration, like with thoughts, like having inspiring thoughts and a new type of thought coming into play. But it can talk about communication too, like truthful communication. So that can be something that could really just bridge you guys closer together, as keeping the lies out of your connection could be really beneficial. Okay, let's get physical traits. Let's see what they like about you physically. Oh, let's get a little bit more. Get that more. Okay. Yeah, right here. Curious to see more is interesting, because I think that this person, even though you guys had a little bit of a falling out, they want to know more about you. I don't think they feel like they're fully completed with you, or they feel like they fully finished this connection. I think they're still curious to see what else you have up your sleeve, who else you are, what it is about you that makes you tick. I think this person feels like it's unfinished kind of business. They like your jewelry too. There's something about your jewelry that they like. They also love your smile. There's something about your smile brightening up the room. I think that if you guys laugh and smile with this person, I think with this forgiveness card, a lot will be forgiven if you just like take a moment to laugh or see how goofy things are. Touch is important too. I think that touch is important for this person. I think that they're craving your touch. They definitely, yeah, I'm seeing this person touching this baby, and I'm also seeing this man touching this deer. Your touch feels like home to them. When they touch you, or they're touched by you, it feels like home. They feel comfortable. And also back. You have a really nice back. So yeah, I think this person really likes your back. They like looking at your back. They like watching you from behind, that sort of thing. So with that said, I'm going to end the reading there. Thank you guys for letting me read for you. It was a lot of fun. It was an honor. It was a pleasure. We're going to move on now to group 3 with the Amethyst. And we'll see you guys in the next pick a card. Bye. Hey, group 3. This is if you picked the Amethyst cluster. So let's get into your reading. So what does your crush think of you? So first we have this Love Story Oracle card, which says flirt. Next, we have this, what is this called? Whispers of Love card, physical touch. A tender touch can mean so much. And then let's get into your tarot cards. We have 9 of Challenges, Black Shuck, which is the Death card, 10 of Spells, and 3 of Boons. Okay. And then I also want to pull a Rachel Charman crystal reading card for you guys. This one doesn't want to go back in. We have Citrine Abundance. Just keeps getting more and more interesting. You think you know the reading when the first couple cards pull out, and then more cards come out, and you're like, what? Okay, so let's see. I want to pull this, these playing cards and pull a few out of here. We got our first one, which is the 8 of Spades. And then we want to pull one more. You have the 5 of Clubs. And then I'm going to be pulling cards to represent physical traits, like what they like about you physically, like about your actual physical body, at the very end of the reading. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, let's get into your reading. So a few things about this person. First of all, with flirt here, this person loves flirting with you. I think if you have talked to this person in the past and things have gotten a little flirtatious, they thoroughly enjoy that flirtation. I would definitely keep that up. That's something they think about a lot with you, is that the flirtation part of the connection, how you guys flirt with each other, how you communicate in that way, is something very desirable to them. They enjoy the kind of little games that you guys play with each other, the little intimate games that you play with each other through your flirtation, basically. The other thing that I want to see here with the 9 of Challenges, I think your crush is going through, so I'm seeing these 2 cards read together. I think your crush is going through a tough time emotionally. They're dealing with a lot of anxiety. They're dealing with a lot of challenges. They feel like they are they're without a home or without a partner, and you make them feel protected or safe. I'm seeing this black shuck as like a protector, right? Like this dog or this wolf is like a protector animal. And the one thing that I'm seeing is that they want you to protect them from their kind of circumstances, or they see you as a protection from their circumstances. So whether you guys are or not, they see you as that protection. They see you as someone who's going to come in and save the day and help them out in that situation. Now, 9 of challenges, I don't know what their anxiety is or what their situation is. It's probably going to be different for you guys, for the different people watching. But they're definitely like scared, cold, alone, that kind of vibe. Like this person in this forest, you can kind of see him huddling by that tree and the moon's out and stuff. And he like doesn't know, like there's like a little guy here, a tree man, who's trying to like scare him maybe, I don't know. But this person's definitely like a little bit afraid and a little bit alone. You know, I think they're dealing with some anxiety, which is the traditional 9 of challenges card. It's also insomnia. That could be a possibility too. This person doesn't get a lot of sleep. You might notice they have dark circles under their eyes sometimes or something like that. This person might not get as much sleep as other people do that you know. But this person definitely sees you as somewhat of like a protector, someone who kind of came out of nowhere and is protecting them from these hardships. So maybe you guys take an active role in protecting this person, or maybe it's just your presence alone makes them feel safe. Maybe you're not even doing anything in your inherent nature to protect them. They just feel safe around you. They feel like they can recover around you. With the black shuck representing the death card, they also feel like you are a major transition point out of a dark time in their life into a brighter future. Also with the 10 of spells and the 3 of boons, there's a double message here. For some of you, this is a coworker and they're nervous, you're going to make them work more, is kind of the vibe that I'm seeing. Or they're nervous, you're going to put a lot of responsibility onto them. That's only for some of you, but for those of you who it does apply, I think this person wants to engage with you in a work attitude with the abundance card here with citrine. I think this person they're not afraid of hard work in general. But yeah, there's this like fear of like, will they dump all the work on me? I think this person likes teamwork. We see that again here with the 3 of boons. They want teamwork, and so they kind of want to be in a team with you. They want to kind of share the responsibilities. They don't want one person to take on all the responsibility and then one person to not have any. They want to share the responsibilities with you. With 10 of spells here, I'm seeing all these women traveling through this forest. One thing that's coming through is they're a little nervous about your past track record with partners. I think they feel like you may have been around, like you've gotten around or you've had a lot of partners. I think if you haven't had a lot of partners, telling this person your roster of the people you have had been in relationships with or the people you've been with might make them feel more at ease, right? Because they're a little nervous you've been around or something like that. With all these women kind of like coming through this clearing. With physical touch, the best way to communicate with them, I am going to tell you, is physical touch. Like just little tender touches can help in the beginning of this connection. I think it's going to show them that you actually care and you're interested, right? And then I think they're going to really like it, to be honest, because the physical touch card right here with this man kissing this woman, I think this person really likes chivalry. Or I think this person is chivalrous. So I think they kind of want to be kind of like the prince to the princess, the king to the queen, that kind of vibe. They're very like old school like that is kind of the vibe that I'm seeing. But they definitely crave physical touch. So I think that like this person is going to really, you should always ask for consent, but this person's really going to appreciate consent. Like, oh, can I kiss you? Can I touch you? And I think that they're going to really enjoy it when that actual moment actually happens as well. With abundance here, it's interesting because I do see this person wants to join finances with you, financial resources with you. They want to kind of merge. There's something strong about this person really engaging with work with you. This person really likes work. With 10 of spells too, this can talk about strength as far as like body. And we also see that again here with the 5 of clubs. This person might want to have fitness goals with you or might want to do a lot of work in the gym or something like that. This person might be very physically fit, or they think you're very physically fit. And there's something about they want to get in shape with you, or they just fit. 5 of clubs right away just talks about a healthy body. It also talks about abundance. You know, it can talk about having a large supply of whatever it is you work towards as like a successful outcome, like you have a lot of it. And I have a fives tend to do with the body, so it's like this could be like the physical body basically. Eight of Spades talks about a little bit about miscommunication. One of their fears is that they're miscommunicating or mishearing you, or their flirtations are not being received. Even though they enjoy the process, they're nervous that you don't feel the same way because of they're feeling the flirting's like misinterpreted or something like that. Like they don't know if it's just fun or if it's physical. I think with physical touch, this is going to solidify it for them, where they're not going to be worried so much about you anymore once you make a move towards them, or once you do something where you brush up against them or you touch them or something like that. I think they're going to be finally aware that like, okay, this is not just like a fun flirtatious thing. This is like a more serious thing, right? But Eight of Spades talks about that kind of miscommunication. Miscommunication also applies with the working thing, where they don't want to have to shoulder all the responsibilities. That's something they're nervous about. They're like, man, I don't have to shoulder all the responsibilities with this person. I want them to work just as hard as I do. I want them to share in the labors of life with me. They want a sense of teamwork with you guys. And they're not asking for you to like take on all the responsibilities, or, you know, for them to take on all the responsibilities. They want to share in the burdens with you. They want to share in the burdens of life. They do feel like with just your presence alone, you're very protective towards them. Overall, I see your crush really likes you. Like your crush really likes you back. This is what they think about you a lot, like intimately. With flirt and physical touch, they're definitely really curious about taking it a step further and bridging that distance with you. There might be something in their life right now where they're very focused on money or something like that, or work, or maybe this person's a coworker or something like that, because I definitely see that there is this strong vibe of work vibes or money vibes, or working together towards a common goal or something like that. With the Five of Clubs, I want to even say it's like a fitness goal or something like that. This person wants to work out with you or become physically fit with you or something like that. Let's get into physical traits. Let's see what physical traits are coming up for group 3. Okay, let's get a few more. Okay. Okay, this person loves talking with you. I'm going to put this right next to flirting because it definitely goes hand in hand. This person loves talking with you. They love sharing ideas. They love communicating. They love your voice. I'm pretty sure they love your voice. I wonder if voice is going to come out. Style. They like your style. They like how you dress. I think there's something about your style that makes them feel like, this is coming through with the Ten of Spells again. That makes them feel like you've had other partners before, multiple partners. If you haven't, I would clear the air with them like that, about that. They're just nervous about it. Also, I think this person likes you enough where if you have had multiple partners, like your roster's a lot, they would forgive you. It's just something they are thinking about. Like, did they have that many partners? Figure, they like your figure. That's right next to Five of Clubs too. They like that you're a clean person. Yeah, they like that you shower. Okay, so, and then torso, they like your torso. They like your waist. They love your smell. There's something, they must have smelled you. That's why I'm thinking the gym. Like the gym is coming through strongly. There must be something about your smell at the gym. They smelled you or something and they like your smell. And they like your makeup. Okay, so they really, if you're a female viewer of mine, they like your makeup. They like how you do your makeup. They think you put yourself together very well. And ears, they also like your ears too. So, yeah. I think I'm going to end the reading there. If you guys like the reading, please comment below. I didn't say that for the other groups, but for some reason I feel like you guys would comment or something like that if you like the reading. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to end the reading there. We're going to move on to group 4 with the Heliodor. Thank you guys again so much for letting me read for you. It was an honor and it was a pleasure. It was a lot of fun. And I'll see you guys in the next pick a card. Bye. Hey, group 4, this is if you picked the Heliodor. Why do I rhyme them? I swear I don't do this on purpose. Okay, so let's get into your reading. So your first card we have is communication. We have a letter there showing up. Then we have slow down, pause, and allow things to unfold. Okay. And then we have 6 of Visions. We have Child of Spells. We have the Council of Animals, and we have 2 of Boons. I'm going to pull a Rachel Charman crystal reading card for you guys. Let's see what else needs to come out for this connection. This one kind of stuck out to me. We have protection. Interesting. Last group had a theme with protection in it. So I'm going to pull these playing cards. I'm going to get 2 of them. Let's see, we have 7 of Hearts. And we need 1 more. We have Ace of Spades. I got these out of a Cracker Jack box. Okay, so, all right, I think it was something where I had like a small prize came with it. It was like a deck of cards, like a mini deck of cards. Okay, let's get into your reading. Okay, so I want to bring up a few things. Okay, so first, let's get into your love story oracle card. We have communication, which is shown as a letter here, which makes me think of a lot of texting or long distance or something like that. There could be a lot of communication in that way in this kind of connection, where it's not like you're seeing the person face to face, but you have to communicate with them anyway. It could be face-to-face communication, but for most of you, I'm saying that you're in a situation where you're messaging this person. They could live in another country or another state or something like that, or you're flirting from a distance and you guys haven't met, something like that. There's something along the lines of a lot of like written communication and it being really good, right? Like you guys are having really good written communication with each other. You're really easily understanding each other, that sort of thing. I think this person feels like you feel like home to them or like someone from their past. With this girl reading this book, I think they really just treasure getting messages from you and reading the messages. It's like they're a kid in a candy shop when they get a message from you. It's like they really relish every written word that you say to them. It's interesting. I feel like this person with slow down, they want to take things very slowly with you. And it's only because they enjoy every single moment. They're relishing every single second with you. And if they don't want to meet you in person, because I'm seeing a lot of you, this could be like an online thing, or they don't want to meet in person or something like that. It's only because they really relish what they have with you now. And they're nervous that they're kind of nervous. They don't want it to change, right? They don't want it to become something different than it already is. But at the same time, they hope that they can just allow things to unfold naturally, right? With slow down, pause, and allow things to unfold. They want to let things unfold naturally. They want things to kind of, like this book, it's like they're reading this great book and they're just really thoroughly enjoying it. I think this person really likes you. This person is really drawn to you. There's some subconscious things that we're going to talk about in here, like this area right here. There's some subconscious stuff that's going on with them. That they might be projecting onto you. But other than that, this person really likes you, especially with the 6 of Visions and communication and slow down. This person really enjoys savoring every little moment with you. Especially every message you send. They wait for those messages to come in. And when those messages come in, they're just like, they just read them. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys were doing like love texting to each other, similar to like a love letter, but it would be like through texting, right? Like, you know, like longing texts that are of longing nature or something like that. Or if you maybe met in person once and then you're texting after that or something like that. There's just a vibe of like a love letter coming through that's very strong with this connection. With Child of Spells here, I do see that they want to be playful with you and they want to have fun with you. And they do think you're kind of playful and fun as well. They think you're kind of like a good time. They might even view you as a little bit of a trickster, that you're a little bit of a trickster, that you like to play pranks or a little bit of jokes or something like that. But they see you as very like young at heart. They could also see you as magical in some way, shape, or form, that you have this ability to either cast spells or use charms or something like that. They see you as someone who's a little bit more magical, and they kind of like that vibe about you, but they like that it's like an innocent, right? It's like this innocent magical vibe that they really like, where you don't like think too hard about what you're doing. You just kind of like to play around with magic and the universe and manifestation, and you're not really taking things too seriously. I feel like this person has had people in the past that were spiritual that took their spirituality very, very seriously. Like they were very like almost like strongly religious about it. Like religious might not be the wrong, just strict. Like they're very strict about their spirituality, and they like adhered to it very strongly and staunchly, and they didn't want to waver from it. They didn't take it as like a fun thing to do. Like it wasn't like a fun, entertaining thing, their spirituality. It was like a strict thing where you have to abide by this every single day or whatever. And this person's dealt with people like that in their past. And so with you, it's like this refreshing vibe of like, whoa, this person's just like playful with their spirituality. Like they don't take it too seriously. They're just here to have fun. And they also like do all these different crazy things. Like they think it's a very healthy approach to spirituality for sure. Okay, let's get into some of these other cards. This person feels like you're working on yourself quite a bit, right? And they're worried with this Two of Wands person walking over this bridge. They feel like this troll down here. I don't know if you can see the troll. There's like a troll down here under this bridge. Oh, sorry, there's construction going on in my house. That's what that noise is. There's this troll down here on this bridge, and they feel like this troll, and that you're just kind of walk over them and ignore them because you're working so much on yourself. So there's something about you guys really involved in your own work or your own projects or something like that, where they feel like you're wrapped up in it. And they're just nervous that eventually those projects would overtake you and take you away from them. Now, with Council of Animals, I do feel like they have a lot of people on their end telling them that you're the right person for them. And I think that you guys might also have the same thing. It's one of those situations where a lot of their friends are telling them, like, this person is good for you. And you have this Council of Animals, and they're all waiting. Like, some of the friends are waiting for you to mess up, right? Some of the friends are waiting for you to say something rude or obnoxious, or something along those lines, so they can, switch gears, right? But so far, the friends can't find anything wrong with you. You've been like the best person to this person, or you've been so sweet to this person, and the friends are all in their corner, like encouraging them, like, come on, you can do it. Like, you can be in this relationship. Like, you should meet up. And your person is just kind of like, no, I want to take things slow. Like, I really enjoy where it's at right now. I don't want things to change. I really want things to slow down. With pause and allow things to unfold, this person that you're dealing with is in the pause stage, right? And enjoying the thing. But they're not necessarily allowing everything to unfold supernaturally. Like, they might even avoid meeting or something like that, maybe once or twice, and then say they really want to meet or something like that. There's a feeling of just letting things unfold naturally, right? They kind of want you to slow down and let things unfold naturally, but they also have to let things unfold too as well, because I think they're just afraid that the relationship, they don't want to lose the magic of the relationship, right? They don't want to lose the magic of you. They don't want to lose the magic of the connection. And they're worried that if they progress it forward, it'll lose some of that magic. One thing they're also thinking about, which is an interesting combination here, they've dealt with a lot of hatred in their life. And so there's something about you guys being very loving or being the opposite of someone who's like hating them, if that makes sense. With the Ace of Spades, they see this as a transformation out of hatred. They see it as their relationship with them. They see it as a protection, first of all, and it's a transformation out of either their own self-hatred or their own hatred they receive from other people. There's something about your love obliterating the hate in their life or something like that. Because with protection here next, the Seven of Hearts is like I'm seeing this card as like a strong feeling of like a really passionate feeling that's gone wrong. It's like in some part of their life, they had some kind of passionate feeling that went wrong or something like that. And their love turned to hate or something like that. So they're worried about this kind of thing. They're worried about their love turning to hate or something like that. They think that you would protect them from that because you're so playful and natural and kind of a fun-loving person. I think that you would protect them from that. With Ace of Spades, they almost see it as like a major transition or transformation out of this state of mind into a better future. So that's something that's really coming through strong. I think your crush really, really likes you, although I think they like you with Seven of Hearts being here and it representing too much of a good thing. It's like they like you a little too much. If you catch my drift, it's like they're nervous. They don't want to take it further because they're like, I like them too much. That's kind of the vibe. And they want to feel protected against their own feelings, right? Because they know that in the past, if they like someone a lot, it could turn into hate, or it could turn into a stronger emotion that they had to deal with, or someone else had hate towards them or something like that. There's a big fear here with your crush in that regard. So yeah, they definitely want to take things one step at a time because it feels so overwhelmingly. It's like so many overwhelming emotions are coming through in every single message that you're sending and every single interaction that they're experiencing with you. It's like these animals always, this council of animals remind me of all their friends or all their companions in life, and they're definitely looking at you guys like this. These animals are just looking straight into the camera like, what are you going to do? Are you going to mess up? Are you going to treat my friend right? Like, they definitely have a lot of friends on their side that are going to come to bat for them. You know, I think they're supporting this connection, though. That's the vibe that I got when I first saw this card, is that these friends are supporting this connection and they want it to work out. They're so happy. They see their friends super happy. They love watching them smile when they get a text message or when they see something on their phone. Or even if you're sending actual written love letters, you know, they might see, maybe this person's family sees them open a letter and read it in the living room or something, and then all of a sudden they're just like, wow, this is a really beautiful thing. Like, that person must be making you feel really good. And then they're just like, yeah, you know, I you know, and then all the things I mentioned, right? Like, they're probably confessing to them all these things, all these feelings. Anyway, let's get into physical traits, what they like about you physically. I'll take that one too. Okay, so let's see. Physical traits. We have figure. They like your figure. I'm also getting the figure you cut in life, right? Like the way you engage with the world and the way people see you. They like that too. Tough. They like that you are tough. You have a tough personality. Curious to see more. That's interesting. I think that that's true for this connection, because I think that for a lot of you, this person, you maybe have not met this person in person, and so they're curious to see more. Eyebrows. They really like your eyebrows. You must have a picture online or something of your eyebrows, or if you met in person, there's something about your eyebrows. Your back. They like your back. Let's see. Ears. Underwear. That's interesting. Yeah, maybe send them a picture of you in your underwear. Hips. They like your hips too. And posture. They like your posture. For some of you, you did see this person in person. This person, yeah, I think you've seen them before. For others of you, you haven't met this person yet, but a lot of these things are things this person's going to like about you when they meet you. For others of you, this is things that caught their attention when they first met you before you got into like a lot of texting communication with them. All right, I'm going to end the reading there. If you guys enjoyed this reading, please leave a like or comment below. With that said, I just want to say I'm very thankful for letting you read for me. Also want to mention that I'm getting a little tongue-tied with the outros because I'm on the 4th group now. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next pick a card, and I will catch you in another reading. And yeah, goodbye, and I'll see you later.